All right, thanks, Eric. An amusement park ride accidents, they're making headlines across the country. In the Central States Fair, they're taking extra precautions to make sure that no accidents happen coming up next week in Rapid City.
And that's right. The fair doesn't start until Friday, but I got to go over and see how they're setting up the Central States Fair, how they're getting everything ready, the tests that they're running to make sure everything's safe. They're saying that safety is the #1 concern this year. A 10-year-old boy dies after falling off a water slide in Kansas. 3 girls in Tennessee dumped from a Ferris wheel, one with a broken arm and one with a traumatic brain injury. And a 3-year-old boy falls out of a roller coaster in Pennsylvania. He was airlifted to Children's Hospital. Americana Carnival manager Alan Cockerham, who is setting up rides at the Central States Fair, says safety on rides at the fair is a two-way street.
Safety is actually a partnership between the carnival provider and the public. The public needs to take precautions, and take some safety measures to ensure that they're not behaving in an unsafe manner.
Americana, a group out of Texas in charge of the rides for the first time this year, says they're taking every precaution.
We take our time setting up the rides. Prevention starts with, first of all, adhering to the manufacturer's recommendations on all these rides. Also, it involves inspection.
Safety for riders and for workers.
Their workers have hard hats. They do weekly safety meetings. They do daily ride inspections. We get copies of those reports. They're available to the public.
Americana is working every day this week setting up rides, making sure everything is safe.
Go through an annual inspection, which just took place late last month, and we also go through weekly and daily inspections.
So while Americana does their part to keep the rides working properly, you as a rider need to protect yourself from injury.
Most incidences that we have around rides are people goofing off when they get on or off a ride and slip or fall, or trying to climb out or hang out of the ride in an inappropriate fashion.
Before you get on the ride, watch the way the ride operates, watch the way the patrons are sitting. Read the signage that's in front of that ride. It's not just, for show. It actually has important safety information. And then when you get on the ride, make sure you're seated properly. Stay seated. These aren't, the enjoyment is in the ride, not in horseplay.
According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, 76% of amusement park ride accidents were contributed to rider error. Ron Jeffries said there has never been a serious injury on a ride at the Central States Fair, and he wants to make this another safe year. South Dakota is one of only 6 states where amusement park rides are not regulated. The rides open this week at Friday.
Yeah, ready for the fair, definitely, for sure, but hopefully everybody can have a safe and happy fair time, and we don't have to add Rapid City to the list of those headlines that we've been seeing across the country.
Absolutely, yes. Be aware. Be very aware.
All right, thank you, Kayla. And coming up after the break,